Oh, hang on, before you skip to the end of the video because you just want to see the rankings and you don't care for me talking, I want to let you know that the game is insanely new, and although I did wait longer than the average YouTuber to actually try out the units and rank them, I don't have every single character in the game because no matter how many hundreds of dollars I put in the game, I will end up missing a few. So, a few of the characters, and I'll let you know which, I will only go rank them based on people's opinions that I saw and people that actually, can beat Conquest with the hardest difficulty. I'm talking about people who have like 330k plus EP, big whales, so I'm gonna go by their opinions, not mine, because I don't actually own those characters. Okay, with that out of the way, thank you guys for the support in the recent slime videos. Your like and subscribes are very much appreciated. And yeah, let's try to make this. Now, I initially wanted to make a tier list encompassing both the protection and the attack characters, but I realized that makes no sense. Because, like, if I put a average protection character, they would have to be in a high tier, because protection characters are so few and so important right now, and that would be very unfair to the attack characters, which I would have to put like a super good attack character in the same tier as a medium protection character. That would make no sense. So, making two different tier lists, and also I was planning on ranking literally every single character, but that also makes no sense because 3 stars and 4 stars are inherently worse. So just keep in mind, the 3 stars and 4 stars will be a lower tier than the 5 stars. I'm only going to be ranking 5 stars in this video. I might rank 3 stars and 4 stars in the future once I actually put the work on them, get them maxed out, everything like that, because I have not actually invested in any 3 and 4 star except the new Benimaru. So, again, with that out of the way, I have tested most characters, and I'm here to give my fair ranking amongst them. I'm going to be starting with the battle characters, because I feel like the protection characters are just very weird to rank, because I feel like you have to rank them high, because there's not that many. So, here we go. Oh man, who do I start? I'm going to start with, actually, the new Benimaru. He's the only 4-star I'm actually ranking. The new Benimaru is actually stupid good. And he's free, so that's fantastic. You can get him 6-star for free, so he is a fantastic character to work on right now, especially if you did summon on the new banner and you pulled the Shion and you're craving to have a dark character in your team. This Benimaru is fantastic. But I'm assuming as I'm posting this video, most of you have already worked on him, so just keep on working. Is he already on this spreadsheet? He is. Wow, he's just fantastic. I don't want to just go over and talk about literally every single character and what they do, because the video would be like 50 minutes long. But again, just know, he's fantastic. He's a free 6-star, so he's going to have really good stats because of that, in comparison to other characters that you'd only pull one and not pull another dupe, so they're going to be stuck at level 80. Keep that as a comparison. So he's really, really good, and let's move on. So, I'm gonna go from like left to right. The other Benimaru, again, I do not currently have. I actually do not have. I'm considering very heavily to buy him with my my what's the name of the thing? The pity coins that you get from somebody on the banner. He's the character I'm eyeing the most, and I'm probably gonna buy. For what I've seen from other people talking, what I've read that he does with, it's this one. He is very, very good, and I'm also going to be putting him in the S tier. Very good day for Benimaru. Has 2 top tier characters, so that's great for him. Benimaru being, I think, the best character for fire when it comes to the attack characters. Again, I also don't have Shizuoy. My fire is like my worst typing right now. Like, it's so sad. But Shizuoy, I've heard from people that she's decent, but not that great. So, Benimaru being probably the best fire character right now. Bro, I forgot her name. I literally I'm watching Season 2, because prior to this, I had not watched Season 2, because I was expecting the game to come out in November, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it in November, it's fine. And then the game dropped, and I watched half of Season 2 yesterday in the morning. I watched, like, how much is that, like 12 episodes? you know, oh, back to back to back. Fantastic season 2, by the way. Beretta. She's good. I have her, and I have her maxed out as much as I can. And she is good. She is a good character for the typing, comparatively, I suppose. But, you know, she's not just top tier. She's really good, though. Can I skip Diablo? Diablo, man. Diablo, I have 3 dupes for. He's very, very high for me in terms of stats, but he is just kind of good in comparison. Like when you're ranking characters, you're putting them in comparison, right? You're not just like, you know, saying, I really like him, he's S tier. You're comparing them. He is not as good as Beretta. Like, it's just, Diablo is so cool. I really love him as the character, but this unit just isn't all that fantastic, but he's really, really good regardless. 5 stars right now in the game are just really, really good if you max them out, because the game is just, you know, it's just how the game is. But in comparison, he is just like that. Unfortunately, again, I have 3 dupes on him. I would be biased on putting him higher, but he unfortunately is not that great. So as in terms of the banner that we currently have right now with Diablo and Shion, I would say it is a bit of a skip for potentially the next banner, or keep someone in the regular banner for more chances of pulling the other characters. Okay, so the King of Dwarf, I forgot the I forgot the name of the land. The King, Gezel Dwargo, he's really good. Again, another character I don't have, but I've seen gameplay, and again, I really want to. We're talking about a lot of characters I don't have. We're gonna get to the characters I do have. After this, most characters I actually have. After Benimaru and this King are the only 2 characters. Actually, are they the only 2 characters I don't? No, I don't have him as well. Other than that, I have every single other character. But yeah, I really, really want him as well. He's really, really good. And again, I don't want to talk about so much about every character because it won't take too long. Sorry for the minor cut here. I had to do something. So, moving on to the old grandpa, or what he doesn't like to be called. He's good. You know, in comparison to the other wind characters, he falls a little bit when it comes to Milam, but is of course way better than Shuna, so he does get some points there. So I would put him, you know, he's not the absolute best wind character, because again, that would be Milam. So I would put him on the A tier. He wouldn't be the best of the best, but he is he's also pretty good. So if you pull him, he's good for the green team for sure. And since we're already talking about Milam, Milam does go up there. She is just very, very good. Or maybe I wouldn't put her. Maybe I wouldn't put her like up with the big boys. Like, she's good. It's just Wind is just not the greatest team right now. I think I would still put her there just because I feel like she is the best green character right now. But green isn't in comparison to the other typings. He's lacking a little bit, especially space, because space is gonna go crazy. But moving on, we got Milam, and then we have the other. This Milam, okay, let's talk about this Milam before this Milam. This Milam is not currently in the game. She is, you know, a free unit that we're gonna be getting from just completing events and stuff like that, and we already can actually farm the points for her currently, and no one has used her yet. All we know is that is what they gave us of information, her stats and what she does. She is absolutely fantastic and seems to be the best unit in the game. Like, that is how good she looks, and that will be how I'm ranking her. Because again, you can go and see her on the website here, or the Google Docs if you want. There's no website for info, I think. If there is, let me know. But like, this Google Docs, whoever, like the person who put this, this person, really good job, really good information, but a website would be way more convenient. So hopefully someone's gonna make one. Her battle skill is insane. Her stats are the highest in the game. And just everything about her, she just looks absolutely insane, and she will probably be the best unit in the game. So keep that in mind. The other Milam though is very, very, very mediocre. I have her with one or two dupes. I think it's just one, and very unfortunate. It's just not that great. She's not that great. But it is what it is. Stone also, you know, needing a bit of a bit of love here. But training is really good. Is she the next one? She is not. Langa is next one. Actually, Langa I also don't have one. Never mind. I thought we were done. Langa I also don't have. I do want him for my space team because I do have Rimuru. Langa, for what I've seen, is quite decent, but not at the top. So again, I'm gonna go by the rankings of other people that have actually used him. So he's not, you know, the best of the best, but he's very good as well. So I'm ranking there. Rimuru though, Space Rimuru is really good, really solid. So I'll put him up there on the S tier, above Blue Rimuru, which the more I use him, the more disappointed I get. I have him with 2 dupes at this point, and he just lacks on the damage. He's a decent healer. He's not as good as a healer as Forest Girl, but he's a decent healer, and that's all about what he is really. So I wouldn't rank him too highly. He's decent. Like any character that goes on B is good. Like just being a 5-star, they're gonna be able to do like Conquest on the hardest difficulty, so long as you build them up, right? It's just some characters are a bit better, so it is what it is. Why are there 2 Rimurus? Oh my god, I that's annoying. There are 2 Rimurus. No. That's annoying. This Rimuru's not a 5-star, is he? No. I've had him as a 5-star for the longest time, but I don't believe he's a 5-star. He's a 4-star. Shion is also really good. I would actually put her on S tier. She is probably the best dark character, and I only realized that after I ranked up Diablo, and I looked at Shion, and Shion, oh, she's looking a little nasty. She's looking a little good. Shion is actually probably the best dark character of the attackers, so I'll put her there. You can see that there's a lot of like S tier characters. Just again, the game is so new. Most characters are good for everything. It's just, it is how it is. Again, another character that unfortunately don't have my fire lacks so hard. Don't have Benimaru or Shizuoy, but for what I've heard, Shizuoy is more on the I wouldn't call it mediocre, but on the in comparison to Benimaru, just not as good. So I'll rank her there. So she would probably go right there on the A tier, not on the S tier. Both Shuneis are just kind of ass. I need to actually check what are her. Okay, both Shuneis are pretty bad. I have this Shunei with like 2 dupes, and it's so sad. Of course, you always are gonna get dupes for the characters that are pretty decently bad. Both Shuneis are pretty bad. So that is Shunaz, not Shuneis. Shunaz is pretty bad. So that's unfortunate. Well, it is what it is. Soy, what? Yeah, Soy. Yeah, why did I think that I called him wrong? Soy, he's pretty good. So he goes in the A tier. Not quite an S tier material, but pretty good. So, you know, goes there. And Forest Girl, to end off the tiers here, she also goes in A tier. She's really good. She's only healing. Like, her whole thing is healing. And if you want a healer, use her, for sure. But not as versatile as the other characters, I'll say. Rock does need Stone, I feel like, is the typing that does need the most love right now. Just looking at it right here. Because Stone, we have her and Shuna's, I think it's this one, as 5 stars, and that's about it. But yeah, again, rankings that could be completely changed like 2 weeks from now. So keep that in mind. Now to the protection characters, man. It's like, if you're a 5-star, you're just gonna be S tier. Like, protection characters are just so difficult to rank because of that. So I'm gonna put these in S tier because again, all protection characters have basically the same divine protection skill. They give a specific typing 16%, and they give another typing half of that. So that also follows to the well, actually, the 4 stars don't give half for the other one. They give less than half. I thought they gave half to the 4 stars as well, but they also are basically the same, all the 4 stars. So I'm going to be ranking those like that. And I would actually say that this one, is it her or the other one? It's the other one. This one is just not as good for just the sake of the skill. I'm going to be ranking just because. Hopefully we'll get another another leader for Light soon. She's just not as great as the other leaders, and the more I've seen of Milam, I don't actually have. So the next ranking I'm gonna go of people who have 300k plus EP, who have been talking about it. Milam is also just not as great of a leader. But I still want her because I want a water leader, and she also gives space. So water leaders also give space. So I still really want her, but just for her traits and protection skills, she's not as great as these 4. Particularly I really like the Golem or Colossus. The Colossus, he gives an extra 60% counterattack rate. And it's so good. Like, it's just, your characters tank really well because he also gives guard. Like, Stone has a lot going for them, or Earth has a lot going for them with that leader. Just needs a little bit of better characters. They need actually DPS characters because when I use Earth, I need to use a water character for DPS, so I use Soy. But this guy is not DPS either, so Stone just needs a little bit more DPS. But Stone, you give him extra guard rate and counterattack rate. It's so fun. It's really fun. I really like him. Veldora is the one character that I get so many mixed opinions. I think he's really good, just looking at what he does. I do have Veldora. I just can't see why he wouldn't be below. I've seen a lot of people ranking him below the other characters. Just looking at what he does, it just sounds pretty good. Again, I don't want to take too long. I don't want to talk about like literally what every character does, but he just seems so good. The new Shion is not that great compared to the Orc. Like, they're both. Shion is the first secondary, leader for a typing, because every typing has one leader, right? As a 5-star, Shion is the second dark leader, and she's just not as good as Orc. Like, her divine protection is just not as good. Plus her traits are just not as good, in my opinion. So I would put her below, unfortunately. Like, both Shion and Diablo are just not as great. But that's fine, It's the first banner. Hopefully next banner. We're probably going to get another banner very soon, because the banner that we got for Diablo and Shion was like part 1 of something. So probably going to be getting another banner soon. But they started off going hot. Diablo and Shion in a banner, that's crazy. Like, as a first banner. So yeah. Am I forgetting any 5 stars? No, right? No, right? I don't think I am. No. 4 stars, just keep in mind, whatever the rank, like, 4 stars are just not going to be as good. They're just not going to be as good. Like, this guy is pretty good. I would say like any 4-star is going to be better than the 3 stars. So I'll rank the 4 stars, right? Is like in this tier. So the 4 stars would go like this tier. I believe you're a 4-star. And I believe you're all 3 stars, and the 3 stars can go in this tier. Like, it's just, in this case, what really matters is like the leader skill. I believe these are 3 stars. I should check. I've never ever used them. Yes, they are. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, hopefully we'll update this soon enough. And that's about it.